A 70-year-old woman has been arrested on suspicion of locking her son inside their apartment for 28 years in eastern Stockholm in Sweden. The man, who's now 41 years old, is reported as being undernourished and with almost no teeth. He was discovered while his mother was in hospital last month after a relative managed to get inside the flat. There she found the man lying on the floor, covered in sores. Well, let's cross straight over to Stockholm, where we can speak to our reporter, Per Nyberg. He's standing outside that block of flats in Handen. Per, the adult son is now in hospital. How is he holding up?
Well, good evening, Ollie. Basically, we know that the man was severely injured when police found him, or actually it was this relative who found him, and the police have been questioning him over these last couple of days when they discovered this man in this apartment just behind me, actually. This is a residential area in the south of Stockholm called Handen, as you mentioned, a very quiet area, and people here are really shocked about this. This man, now in his around 40s, it's reported that he's about 41 years old. He was actually taken from school when he was only 12 years old, and since then he's sort of been gradually disappearing from society. We heard today from the prosecutor saying they need to figure out how on earth could this happen. How could he be taken out of school so early when he was only 12 years old, and then no one stepped in to figure out where he was? Instead, he was here in this apartment behind me, and apparently he told the relative who found him that he had not stepped outside of this apartment for 15 years, Ollie.
It's a really shocking story. What more do we know about the mother? And also, what's the reaction been in Sweden?
Well, we know that the mother has been arrested. She has been questioned over these last couple of days as well. We know that there will be another questioning tomorrow with the woman, and then the prosecutor will decide if she's going to stay in jail pending another more thorough investigation. We know that neighbors here are just really, really shocked. I've spoken to several neighbors, and they said that they've seen this old lady in the grocery store. They thought she was just living alone. She was a 70-year-old lady. They never suspected that she actually had a kid, let alone an adult kid, who'd been inside this apartment for 28 years or so. And we also know that over these next couple of days, police will be continuing their investigation. They have been inside the apartment today. We also know that further medical examination will take place on this man, this son, who apparently he was sitting in a really, really dark room when they found him. Everything was just covered in junk inside of this apartment. The relative who found him said that it smelled of rotten inside of this apartment when she walked inside. Now, I'd say that the big question now is, as I mentioned, the big question is, how on earth could this happen? Why did no one sound the alarm? Why did no one go and try to find him? And the relative who found him, she said that she tried to sound the alarm, but she was just told that this mother and her son, they're just trying to live their life like they want to. But apparently the son has said now to police, no, this was not the life that he wanted, Ollie.